What if your child is a fussy eater? Your child refuses to eat. What do you do?
That's such a loaded question, but I love it.
Yeah, let's break it down
Yeah.
because I did a bunch. I sat down with a bunch of moms, by the way, before this
Uh-huh.
conversation, and I got the questions in from them.
Mm,
And this one was just
yeah.
repeatedly, one mom actually followed this up with, is she trying to tell me something? Like,
Mm,
why is she refusing to eat? Is she trying to
mm.
tell me something? So,
I appreciate that question of hers because, to be honest, the reality is half of the kids today are picky eaters. Half of them are not getting enough nutrition. And also, the scary thing is, whatever we're doing at meal times is not working because today the statistics are showing that in the future, 1 in 10 kids that are going to be obese are going to be from India by 2030. And every year, the rate of obesity is rising. So, our kids are not eating, they're not happy, but at the same time, we're making all this effort, but it's not leading to the right results. So, why are so many kids picky eaters today? And I've worked with so many parents, and I can tell you there's a common thread, and it's not your child, it's us parents. It's how we respond when our child refuses a food. It's how we panic when they want to get off the high chair. Because when they don't want to sit, when they don't want to try a vegetable, what are we doing? We are distracting them. We are forcing them. We are saying, okay, just put on the TV, or just like, how can they do this to us? And we take it so personally. Instead of getting to the root cause of it, why do they not want to touch the vegetable? Why are they not wanting to sit? We are masking it and just saying, okay, just get this TV and just watch. And look, I get it. Nutrition is the most important thing for kids because it affects their focus, their mood, their growth, energy, everything. But all I want parents to do is take a moment and think that instead of being so obsessed about quantity for our kids,
hmm.
let's focus on connection, on helping them build a relationship with food. That is where we are having that
Okay, so for
mistake.
example, right,
Yeah,
let's break this down. So
yeah,
for example, I put food on my toddler's high chair
yeah,
and then he says, I don't want it.
right.
And he throws it down
Mm-hmm.
on the floor.
Correct.
So how should I react?
Okay. So, what you need to do is, first of all, understand that they're humans and they're probably a toddler. So, they are in a state of autonomy. They want to show they're in control, right? So, first of all, you need to check a few things. Number one, check the schedule. Are they hungry enough or are they too full? Make sure the timing is correct. Number two, make sure you're not giving them a whole bowl of food that you know they don't like. Make sure there's a safe food, some yogurt, some rice, something you know they're okay with. So a lot of times we just put a new food and we're like, eat it, or like we just shove food in front of them, right? So check the schedule. Number two, make sure there's a safe food. If they say we don't want it, you do this. You say, yes, I understand. You really don't want to eat right now because that will calm them down. If you just say, oh my God, like, what's going on? They're not going to appreciate that. So, first, acknowledge their feelings. Number two, you say, this is what is there for lunch. So, this is what it's going to be. And would you like, and then they're saying, no, we want something else. We want orange juice. Or say, I understand you want orange juice. This is all there is. You can have orange juice later. Why don't we have it for snack? So, what we're doing is we are accepting, we are setting boundaries, but then we're not giving them other options because they learn through consequences. They know I'm going to reject it, then 2 minutes later, I'm going to get my cheese sandwich or so. So, you have to set boundaries, and suppose they run away. We're done. It's okay. You try again in 30 minutes. If they don't want to eat, you end the meal and then you bring snack time a bit closer. So, what you need to do is, as a parent, have boundaries, but be a bit flexible because they are kids. They want to run, they want to play.
Of course, but I
Yeah,
think this is an ideal scenario.
yeah,
So if I'm putting like paratha
yeah,
and yogurt in
yeah,
front of my child, he
yeah,
loves yogurt,
yeah,
as do most kids,
yes,
and he's going to eat that up.
yeah,
He'll say, I want more yogurt, but
mm-hmm,
I don't want the
yeah,
paratha. So he's had 2 bowls of yogurt and then he says, I'm done.
right.
So I just let him be done.
So what you do is you say, okay, he's had his yogurt, so he's got his protein and all of that. Then what you do is when snack time comes, see, you cannot control what they are going to eat, but you can control what you're going to offer and how you're going to respond. So when snack time comes, I know he didn't get any carbs. So in snack time, I'm going to make sure I put that carb there. I'm going to make sure that there's a tikki, there's a peanut butter sandwich, there's options that are carbs. So if his body needs those calories and the carbs, he will meet it. We expect that we put them food in front of them and they are just going to eat everything, but they are also trying to figure out what their body needs. So you
Yeah.
have to work meal by meal. It's tough. It's honestly, even sometimes my kids will have 2 bites and they're like, we're done. I'm like, are you joking? Like, are you serious? And it takes me a minute, but I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to trust them because for me, I'm looking at the long term.
Because toddlers do this a lot, right?
Yeah.
They make up scenarios that is in their control. So they'll
Mhm.
say, feed me while I'm playing with the
Mhm.
ball, feed me in my playroom, feed me like
Yeah.
this. And these are all breaking the rules of, well, good
Yes.
eating
Yeah.
as such.
Yeah.
So what do you do in those scenarios?
Yeah. So honestly, I feel that it's okay to meet a midway.
Mm.
I don't really believe in the strict, you just put the food and then they eat it because for a kid, that's not going to last. And I believe that mealtime is about connection, about having fun, making it fun. So, number one, if you can even try making it fun at mealtimes, the number one thing parents don't do is eat with their child. They just sit there and stare at the child and they expect the child to sit there and gobble up food and be like, I'm good for 45 minutes. It ain't going to happen. So, number one, you can play background music. You can have fun with the food. Say, let's dip, dip, dip. You can eat it. Say, feed me. It's about them feeling safe around food. So, end of the day, I don't promote really playing and eating because, again, that's distraction. So, they don't know what's actually going in their mouth,
Yeah.
right? So then when they're on their own, they won't feel safe around that food. So, and that's why Masoom was telling you, it's so important in the beginning, the 6 to 12 months, to set that foundation so that when they become toddlers, they want to run around. It's much easier.
I set this foundation. I
Yeah.
will have to agree to disagree with
Yeah.
you. I set this foundation
And it's still,
beautifully with my son. And he was, by the way, amazing with food.
yeah.
He literally would grab everything that was in front of him. I did baby led weaning with him.
Yeah.
It worked wonderfully. But as soon as he got, like, he developed a brain of his own
Yeah.
and he realized that when I scream and shout things and they get done, it all kind of backfires. And
Right. But you see, but that's because of the way we respond. Because when he's screaming, we're like, oh my God, okay, fine.
Mm.
But that's when you have to hold your ground. Yes, I know you want to play and eat. I get it. But meal times have to be on the high chair. Shall we play with this dinosaur or that after that? So it's how we respond, and
Yeah,
we
I hear
have to
you.
set some limitations. And
Yes.
honestly, for more, and so many of us live with people around us, with in-laws and all. So even if we try, it doesn't
Yes,
last
yes,
because
of
then the
course.
in-laws will come in and say, how can you do this? And let him just enjoy as long as he eats.
As long as he eats. That's the vicious
Yeah,
one.
and that happens with sugar as well.
Yeah.
As long as they're eating something. Just the other day, one of my clients was telling me that she's adding sugar to all the meals because at least he's eating. And it's
Yeah.
it's hard because it's literally stuck in our brain that this quantity needs to happen. Like, imagine you're at a restaurant and you're eating your favorite pasta and you leave 2 bites. And the waiter, the chef, the manager, they all come out, they stand in front of you and they say, hey, you left 2 bites, finish it. And you're like, no, I'm good. Thank you. I enjoyed it, but I'm done. No, you can't leave this restaurant until you're done these 2 bites. Are you ever going to go to that restaurant again?
No.
Then how do we expect our kids to sit on the high chair every time
Mm.
when we just get so excited to shove the food in their
Yeah.
mouth?
Yeah.
And see, Masoom, even I struggle with this daily. But I'm just hoping that with my work and just helping parents understand the point of it all, that at least a little bit of that awareness is there so we can try and make those better choices and try and slowly move towards our kids really developing a good relationship with food.